Hello and welcome to the December 2019 edition of From the Desk of. I'm Tim Moody. I'm the Public Information Officer with the Randolph County School System. I'm here with our Superintendent, Dr. Stephen Gainey. Each month we go out to a different school and we share with you some information not just about that school but about, with our school district. Today we are at Braxton Craven School, a unique school in our school district, and we'll hear more about that here in just a moment. Dr. Gainey, we have an interview coming up with you, but before we do that, we're going to meet the Braxton Craven Principal, Anthony Grosch. So here we are with Braxton Craven Principal, Anthony Grosch, and so thank you for having us here today, Mr. Grosch. And if you would, take a moment and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Thank you for coming. I am in my first year here as a principal at Braxton Craven. I spent the last 3 years as principal at Uwharrie Ridge with that transformation project from Uwharrie Middle School to Uwharrie Ridge 612, which has been a great experience, and this is now my 4th year as a school administrator. And I really enjoy being back in this community. I was assistant principal at RCSS Trinity Middle School prior to that, so I've worked quite a few years in the RCSS Trinity community. It's a great community, very supportive of the schools, and it's just really enjoyable to be working here and working back in this community again.
All right, so if you would, tell us a little bit about this great school.
Braxton Craven is a great school here in Randolph County. It's a very unique school, being only one grade level with just 6th grade. And we have all students come together from the 5 local elementary schools and then feed in. We have about 376 graders, and it's a great opportunity to help them transition from elementary into the middle school setting before they go to ATMS for the 7th and 8th grade years. So it's really been a great experience as I've got to watch our teachers build these small communities with the kids and really work with them and their individual needs in order to help them be successful.
So again, we are on the campus of Braxton Craven School. So Mr. Grosch, if you would, tell us where we are and what we're seeing.
So we're in the Braxton Craven Career Exploration Center, which is Ms. Spanhour's classroom. And this is one of our elective course offerings through CTE, which is Career and Technical Education. And it's a great class that allows students to really start to explore some of their career pathway interests. And they work on career notebooks throughout the course of the school year. And every 6th grader works on this, and it allows them to do some career interest inventories, explore some of their strengths, areas that they may have an interest to go into and study later on. And ultimately, how do they get into that career field? What education may be needed, if this is something where they need higher education or can get it straight into the workforce after they complete their high school career.
So Mr. Grosch, thank you for having us. We say thank you to Anthony Grosch and his great staff here at Braxton Craven School. And now we're going to have an opportunity to hear from our superintendent. So here we are with our superintendent, Dr. Stephen Gainey. And so Dr. Gainey, if you would, let's take a moment to update the good citizens about some things going on in our school system. Some administrative changes have taken place.
Well, yes, Tim, at the December 9th board meeting, the board named 4 administrators. One is Ashley Barr. She's coming to be the principal of Randolph Elementary School. She'll start on December 21st. She has been a principal in Davidson County Schools. She's been an assistant principal in Davidson County Schools, lead teacher, all at the elementary level, and regular classroom teacher as well. So we're very excited to have Ashley join our school system. Very excited to see her bring her leadership skills to Randolph Elementary School. So again, that will start she will start December 21st. We also named 2 interim assistant principals, 50%. Assistant principals at Eastern Randolph High School, Frank Thompson. He comes from Lee County Schools and has a lot of experience at high school level and as an administrator in general. And John Shelton, who just recently retired a couple years ago from Randolph High School as assistant principal. And what we're doing with those 2 individuals is we're pairing them up to fill the assistant principal position that became vacant due to Susan Chappell being named the principal of Eastern Randolph High School effective January 1. So Frank Thompson and John Shelton will serve in that role from January 1 until June 30th. And then finally, at Coleridge Elementary School, we have named the assistant principal, Katie Henderson, as the interim principal for January 1 through June 30th. She's been the assistant principal there for 2.5 years now, split between Coleridge, 50% at Coleridge and 50% at Seagrove Elementary School. Katie's very talented, has been with us, like I say, 2.5 years as an administrator, so excited to see her have an opportunity to lead Coleridge Elementary School and appreciate her efforts and willingness to step in and lead the school on an interim basis for the rest of the school year. Joe Glidewell is retiring at the end of December, and that's what's created this vacancy as well. So just very excited about the moves and looking forward to finishing strong this week and then returning after the winter break with the new administrators in place.
So for those of you who have watched our interviews before, you know that one of the things we really like to do in these interviews is to recognize and honor the great accomplishments of our students and our staff. We also do that at our Board of Education meetings. We had one of those last Monday evening, December the 9th. One of the awards that we handed out was recognition for the Holiday Art Card Design winner, a student from Southeastern Randolph Middle School.
Tim, we did recognize Rihanna Brower, a 7th grader at Southeastern Randolph Middle School, the other night at the December 9th board meeting. She submitted an entry into the holiday card competition we have every year, and we always select one child's entry to represent our school system for a holiday card. That card will represent our school system throughout the state. It'll be sent to all the school systems across North Carolina, to many community leaders, and just want to say congratulations to Rihanna for her great work, and also to her art teacher, Connie Albright. This is, Rihanna's card being selected is just another great example of the wonderfully talented kids we have in our school system, whether it be in visual arts or performing arts. Just another great example of that. And the card looked, it looked like it was professionally done. So congratulations to Rihanna and to Ms. Albright for a job well done.
Another recognition that we did at our recent board meeting is actually a group of recognitions were the Endowment teacher grants from our school system that we do every December, so I'll give you a chance to talk about that.
Well, we did recognize, I think it was about 12 to 13 teachers, and actually it wasn't all teachers. There was a principal who had submitted a grant request and was awarded that grant. So, the staff members, they submit these grant requests and then it's reviewed by a committee, and I'm just so happy that we have the endowment that can enable us to do this each year. And I'm also very proud of the staff members who continue to look for this opportunity to obtain resources to do things for children in their classes, or in the case of the principal in the school-wide. So very excited for that night. Always come each December, and just appreciate everybody who's involved in that process.
So Dr. Gainey, also at our board meeting the other evening, as we do every month, we recognize some Star 3 students, we recognize some Star employees, and we also recognized a group of choral students who were selected to perform with the Mars Hill University Choral Festival group, and a special event that's coming up in February.
Well, Tim, we did recognize some fantastic students who were selected for the honors course at Mars Hill. I hope in the conversation about all this process that it was not lost, that 1,500 students applied for this honors course and only 250 students were selected. We had 6 from our school system. There was a student from Eastern Randolph High School, a student from Randolph High School, 2 from Southwestern Randolph High School, and 2 from Wheatmore High School. And just, I want to congratulate the students for their selection for this honors course. I also want to congratulate the teachers of these students, because their performance and their selection for this honors course is a direct reflection of the teachers' work. And today at lunch I was at a Rotary Club meeting, and the honors ensemble for Southwestern Randolph High School sang at the meeting, and just listened to those children sing, and it was amazing. It sounds so professional, and you realize how talented the students right around us are in the school system. And Alyssa Plott, the teacher at Southwestern Randolph High School, deserves a lot of credit for what I witnessed today at lunch. So this is just it's got to be a great honor. I hope these children feel very good about what they've been selected for, because it is a great honor to be selected for this honors course.
So we have moved over here to the band room here at Braxton Craven School. So Dr. Gainey, for a moment, let's talk about our principal intern program. We have 3 staff members from across our school district who are participating in a program that's called the Principal Preparation for Excellence and Equity in Rural Schools program, and they hosted a very special event back on December the 5th. Give you a chance to talk about that.
Well, Tim, this program is special. We entered into this program. It's a partnership with the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, has a grant involved. And what happens with this program is individuals in our school system can apply to be selected for the program, and it's a 2-year program if selected. They do the first year of their coursework for their master's in school administration. The second year of the program, they do a full-time internship at one of our schools. And we're not the only school system involved. There are several school systems involved in this program. And this year we have three interns. We have Corey Culp, who's doing his internship at Northeastern Randolph Middle School. We have Beth Roberts, who's doing her internship at Providence Grove High School. And we have Holly Grissom, who's doing her internship at Franklinville Elementary School. And with the program, they do their coursework, like I said, the first year. The second year, they're a full-time intern. And the beauty of this program is the first year while they're doing the coursework, they're still teaching for us. The second year where they're interns, the grant, this program provides their salary. All we have to pay for in any part of the program is their benefits for that second year when they're doing their internship. So what happened in our school system the other week was our 3 interns hosted informational session, did presentation of what's going on with this program, and brought in all the interns from the other school systems who are part of our program. So it's very exciting to bring in the interns from the other school systems in the program, and for our opportunity for our individuals to show off and showcase what they're learning, and just great. All 3 are very talented. Beth, Corey, and Holly are very talented, and I'm very excited about having them as future administrators down the road with our school system, and just a great opportunity for our school system to be able to put something out and let people apply and actually get a master's in school administration, pretty much cost-free. And, and also we have a committee that goes through the applications and does the interview process and makes the final selection of who's chosen out of the applicant pool. So again, this group is the second cohort because every cohort runs 2 years. So after this year, we'll be gearing up to have a third cohort that'll start year 1 next year.
So Dr. Gainey, again, Braxton Craven School, where we are today, has a direct tie-in to Archdale Trinity Middle School, and we've got some news in regard to a name change there.
Well, as everybody knows, we are building a new middle school, Trinity Middle School. It'll open in August of 2021. And at that time, we'll no longer use this facility. Archdale Trinity Middle School will go back and be a grade 6 through 8 school. Trinity Middle School, the new school, will be grade 6 through 8. But in the interim time, we are going to work on Archdale Trinity Middle School and look at a different name for the school. When we came up with the name of Trinity Middle School, the committee did say they want us to revisit Archdale Trinity Middle School's name because they felt like it might be confusing if Trinity was in 2 different schools' names in the same, 2 different middle schools' names in the community. So we're getting ready to form the naming committee, do a survey like we did with determining the name of Trinity Middle School. We're going to run the same process for Archdale Trinity Middle School to determine what might be the new name of that facility. So also we feel like there will be probably some changes to the color scheme of what is Archdale Trinity Middle School because the new middle school, Trinity Middle School, will have the colors that match Trinity High School. So we do see there's a very strong likelihood that the color scheme at what is Archdale Trinity Middle today will change.
So as we know, athletics plays such an important role in our schools, and we have had quite a bit of success within our own school system here with regard to a team and a coach. Give you a chance to talk about those.
Tim, there are 2 things I would like to speak to about our high school athletic programs in our school system. To begin with, I want to congratulate the players, the team members at Randolph High School on a great football season, and congratulate Shane Handy, who is a great football coach. There's no question he's a great football coach. I think their final record was 14-1. They made it to the Eastern Finals in 2A football, and Shane has just done a wonderful job. If you see his teams play, they're always well prepared. He is a tremendous leader, and the kids at Randolph they just benefit greatly from having him on that campus every day, and so does that community and that school. So I want to say congratulations to Shane and to his coaching staff because Shane will be one of the first to tell you he's got a great staff and they work very hard with the kids. The kids respond, so I have to give them credit too. They respond. They respond to Shane and his coaching staff, but he is a wonderful leader, and it's always exciting every fall to watch his teams progress. But this year, they just kept moving through the playoffs and got to the Eastern Finals. So congratulations to Shane. And like I said, I do believe the final record was 14-1. I know they only lost 1 game this year, and I want to say they won 14. So very excited about that. Turn to basketball for a second. I've been here 7 years, and this school system's been fortunate to have one of the all-time great coaches in basketball. We have a coach by the name of Tim Kelly over at Trinity High School. He's in his 31st season. I believe it's 31st season at Trinity High School. Started the season with 591 wins. So he'll eventually reach the 600 win plateau here. And just want to say congratulations to Tim. He is absolutely one of the great basketball coaches that's ever walked in this state and coached in this state, and I'm just glad I've had the opportunity to witness it for the last 7 years because, again, like we talked about Shane, Those kids benefit so much from playing for him, and they respond to him, and he and his staff do a great job. His teams are always well prepared, and it's always fun to watch his kids on the court because they play hard and they play basketball the right way. So congratulations to Tim. Whenever we reach that 600 win mark, I'm going to be very excited for him because he deserves any recognition he gets for that.
So Dr. Gainey, it might be worth noting that we have had a change on an important date on our calendar coming up in February. Of course, we have one Board of Education meeting every month, and the date for February has changed.
Hey, Tim, you know, this time of year, things, different. It gets very busy, and there has been a change. And it seems like from about November to March, it's real busy, whether it be the holidays or then if we deal with any winter weather, how that impacts our schedules and all. But there has been a change. The February 17th board meeting has been moved up a week to February 10th. So that's been posted out on our school system webpage, and just wanted everybody to know that we will be moving it up a week and work through the business of the board that night, and we'll continue to move on. By then, we'll be hoping we're almost behind the winter weather or past the winter weather and headed to the spring.
So Dr. Gainey, before we close out our interview for today and head into the holidays, give you a chance just for some parting thoughts.
Well, Tim, it's been a very smooth and positive open to the school year and first half of the school year. I want to say a big thank you to our staff, our students, and our parents for their help in making it such a positive school year. That doesn't happen just by chance. Those three groups are very involved every year in what makes the school system a great school system. I also want to encourage staff and parents particularly to look on the webpage, our school system's webpage. We have an inclement weather video there, and last year after the winter break, we did avoid winter weather. We didn't have any, but prior to it, we missed almost a week. I think we missed 4 days, 1 week for snow, and of course we had the hurricanes 2 different times earlier in the fall last year. But I encourage parents and staff to look at the homepage of the webpage, and find that link and look at how we go about making decisions and the time intervals, like when we let out of school early, why we make decisions when we make them, what time in the mornings we make decisions and make phone calls if we have to decide to delay or close school in the morning time because the inclement weather's coming overnight. So just want to encourage everybody to take a moment and check out that video, and maybe to help them understand a little bit more what we're doing and what we're thinking, and help them plan, because I know when we make those decisions with inclement weather, it affects their lives too, and we try to be as transparent and make decisions as early as we can, but sometimes it does mean we have to make them in the mornings, early hours of the morning.
Well, thank you, Dr. Gainey. Thank you again to Anthony Grosch and his great staff here at Braxton Craven School. Thank you to Randolph Communications, to all of our community members. The next time we see you, it will be after the holiday season. So we wish you all a happy holiday, and we look forward to seeing you again in 2020.